Beauty-Nistas, this is Shirley, SuperHipMama, and today I'm doing a $20 makeup challenge, and what that means is that I have $20 to get everything I need to put together this face. The scenario is that the airline lost all my luggages along with my precious makeup, and somehow I only have $20 to spend. So this is the look I've created, and I will list out other products that I've used. And one of the biggest saver for this exercise is that I went to MAC and got a free sample of a foundation that I've always wanted to try, which is, I believe it's called Matchmaster. And it has SPF 15 and my color is a 1.5. So having that saved is awesome. And also the other thing that I know for a fact is that whenever I travel, I always have MAC Blot Powder and this little Kabuki brush from Bare Minerals in my bag all the time. So I have these as my setting powder. So again, I do not need to buy setting powder or a brush, which as you all know is a very expensive item. So that saved a lot, and I actually managed to come under $20. So keep watching to find out how I managed to achieve this, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye! So let's start with putting the foundation on. I am dabbing it all over my face and then using the tip of my fingers, I'm spreading it out and pretty much warming up the products so they spread evenly throughout my face. Then using the blotting powder, I'm doing a press and roll motion to really set the foundation since I'm not using any kind of primer at all. And I want to make sure that the foundation doesn't move. Then next I'm using the Buff and Go Kabuki brush from Very Sensual. And I'm using that brush to apply a bronzer from NYC. I think that's a very popular bronzer and it's so inexpensive. So I want to put some color back onto my face and I'm putting into the hollows of my cheeks. And then moving on, I bought a 3-color palette. I believe it's called, actually I don't know what it's called. So I'm using the lightest color, well, second to the lightest color is the last one at the bottom, and define my eyebrows with it, believe it or not, because I don't want my eyebrows to be black, which is darker than the color of my hair right now. And then using the applicator that comes along with the palette, I am packing in that very same color that I had used on my eyebrows. I'm packing it at the base of my eyelid. And I'm doing it in a patting motion because I want to make sure the eyeshadows are really well patted onto my eyelid since I'm not using any eye primer. So I'm doing that for both the eyes, left and right. And then I actually have enough in my budget to buy a brush, a double-ended brush. And I'm using the shading side of the brush to kind of smooth out any rough edges that I had placed with the base color. And then I'm moving on with the same tip end of the double-ended brush. I'm putting on the darkest color now, which is the crease color, on the outer corner of my eye. And as you can tell, I'm bringing it inwards towards the inside of my eyes. And then later on I'm using my fingertips to blend out the harsh edges, because your fingers are actually the best tool that you can have when you need to do some blending work in a pinch. So I'm doing that again on both sides of my eyes. Once the dark crease color is well blended, I actually wet the angled side of this double-ended brush and then dipping into the very same crease color, I'm patting it in at the lower lash line and I'm using it as my eyeliner. Then I'm moving on to this dual set that I bought from Wet n Wild again. It has a mega sleek gloss as well as a lipstick, and this is a peachy pink color and it's called It's a Girl. You'll see it once it's focused. And it's number 371S. So what I do is I dab it on the cheekbone, the high cheekbone area, instead of the middle of my cheek. because I like to bring the colors upwards. And again, I'm blending it with my fingers. And so I'm turning this lipstick into a cream blusher. Then wiping the lipstick with a Kleenex, I am now using it as a lipstick. And this is a very creamy and buttery consistency and very pigmented as well. So you can tell I barely use the lipstick and I'm done. And so now I'm using the gloss to give it a little shine because I really prefer my lip color to be a little bit shiny instead of matte. And as you can tell, with this application of the gloss, my $20 makeup challenge is fulfilled. So Beauty-Nistas, we can do this. $20, and this is the look that I've managed to create, and I hope you enjoy it.